Madhav, and I am a student at Dallas College Measuring and Computer Science, and I'm transferring to UNT next semester for the fall 2026. And today I'm presenting my research project from the URDC. This is a smart dual cam system under the undergraduate research program at Dallas College. So the reason I'm choosing a DashCam is like it's a pretty recent story of my personal life. So recently I got into my car got into an accident, and it's the sad part is like it was unattended in my parking lot, and somebody hit my car and run. I filed a complaint, the insurance declined, and nothing happened. Pretty bad story, right? Well, well. For the research program, at that time, I just knew about this program, and I thought, why just buy from the Amazon? Just build a DashCam. Why not? If there is an opportunity, just take it. And I said, let's go for it. So from the research, while I was researching, I got to know that in the United States alone, only 16% of the car owners have the DashCam. Rest 84% does not have a DashCam in their car. Also, the people who have a DashCam has pretty good benefits. Like among them, 20% of the people uses their DashCam footage for the insurance claim. 16% have them get a legal justice. Also, around more than 50%, nearly 60% got reduction in their stress level. That another form factor that I might consider. So the smart dual cam system, this is the initial prototype in the bread box, which has LED sensors, the camera module, ESP32 camera, the ESP32 microcontroller. And this device uses ESP32 camera as a camera. Also, so overall, this is for the vehicle safety and surveillance. This device not only used for dashcam, you can be also used as a surveillance, the home security, and other security purposes as well. So for the methods. So to detect an accident in a car while it is driving, is moving, I am using MPU 6050, which is actually an accelerometer. When a car suddenly gets sudden acceleration, sudden change in of speed, or sudden deceleration from let's say if you are going this way, somebody hit you from the front, it will get a decrease in speed suddenly. So it will detect such a change in speed, and from that sensor it will transfer those data to ESP32. And here is the ESP32 schematic view in the Autodesk Fusion. And ESP32 captures those signals, decides either it is a real accident or it's just a bad signal, it's just a noise. And it decides to run protocol in the code. And after that, it sends those, if the accident happened, it triggers the accident and sends the signal to the ESP32 camera. The way ESP32 camera works is like, it kept capturing images on a rolling basis. Once the accident triggers, then after the accident, it again captures the 20 seconds before the accident, the image that was already saved, it took those images, saved it to another folder, and it will save those images after the incident and before the incident into the SD card, so that you can later use that SD card for a legal case or for the footage, whatever. And yeah, this is the very initial time when I got selected into in this program, working on the LEDs. And this is the PCB design. And for the conclusion, yes, it successfully works finally at the end. That was the fun part. But yeah, this works, this captures images before and after the accident. And if the accident detects, it it lights the LED, it captures images, it turns on the buzzer. Also, pretty much that's it. It also has a MQ sensor. MQ sensor, what it does is it's a gas and alcohol detection sensor. If there is a gas leakage, or if there is a smoke coming out from the car, or if there is alcohol inside of the car, it also gives signal for that by changing the lights of a LED, or by using the buzzer. And this is the whole journey of mine coming to the final product. Initially, I started with the not a random, but few lines of codes going through the designing the footprints and schematic views on the KiCad software. Then this is actual ESP32 camera. This is initial prototype. This is PCB design in the KiCad. This is final PCB that we received after ordering it from the manufacturers. This is the CAD design from Autodesk. The longest time, the fun part of whole this program is like, I knew nothing about the CAD design, and after this program I started loving the CAD. I'm so much interested into the CAD design. In future I might need to think again about my career, not a career, but I am interested in, so I'm definitely going to learn more about the CAD designs. And this is the final 3D design from the CAD. And the way I put this as a house is because of appearance and the safety and also appealing. So yeah, this is the board design, as Jessica once said. Board house. But yeah, it looks cool. That's my presentation. And for the next slide, for the future, this is just saving images and this kind of thing. But in future, I would like to integrate an internet protocol, in case if the accident triggers, it would send an alert to your phone wherever you are, to your family members in an emergency system. Also, it will call 911 or SOS in case of emergency if something bad happened. Also, accident reporting, real-time safety monitoring. That's it for my presentation. Thank you. And any questions? Yes, ma'am.
How did you test the accident triggering?
So yeah, that's a good question. So for this, I put a threshold. Let's say if we all accelerate, right, in our car. So if the acceleration is sudden, and I put a threshold of 15 right now, but in actual scenario, there will be a threshold of 25. Let's say if the change in acceleration is above the 25, then the accident triggers. So there is a threshold.
So you didn't have any like physical accident testing mounted to an RC car and sent it to a hole?
Kind of that, yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so most of the functionalities and components described, most of the modern cars, new model cars today have this built-in dash cams and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess, for example, Tesla has this camera, send you text message and all that. What makes this unique from all the dash cams that are out there on eBay or Amazon, or even some new cars, right? BMW, Tesla, Mercedes, they all have these. So I'm thinking, what makes this unique, and what would be your target market audience? In other words, who's going to buy this? Especially if it's not, it's a very tough market out there to have it and then convince maybe automakers to put it in, make it a feature in the car, or to sell it independently. So who's going to be the target audience for your product?
First of all, thank you for the question. That was really deep question. And if I'm thinking about the question, so for the target audience, see, Tesla's, as you said, Tesla's, BYD, these are the recent cars that and buying those cars is a good amount of money, but my target audience are not those buyers, but instead the one who has cars which does not have pre-built dash cam systems. So those are my target audiences. Also talking about these are much of a competitive space, and for that I'm thinking affordability is one of the options. Secondly, the features. Talking about the features, like say the current dash cam systems in the market currently only have like video recording, this kind of system, right? But they doesn't actually send. Some of them might have, but I'm not pretty sure. But the accident detection system, the triggering notification system, watching from your phone, those kind of features, I will say set it apart from the whatever what is available in the market. And yeah, that's it. Did I answer your question? Thank you. Any more questions? Yes, sir.
Yeah, did I notice that it said you had alcohol detection?
Mhm.
How do you, is that if I'm driving, it will detect if I'm driving?
Yeah, some of them might get in trouble for that, but yeah, it does have MQ sensor. It will detect an alcohol in the car if there is a presence of ethanol or some kind of other chemicals in the car.
So if I go to a bar and I drink till I'm drunk, and I get and drive, will it know I'm drunk?
Probably yes, but the data would be with you, not with the.
That if I'm driving and I'm drunk and I crash into somebody, my first thought is not going to be to save them. My first thought is to get rid of that.
Yeah.
I might be. That would be my first thought. I'm just thinking. My first thought. Let me go with the first thought.
Hypothetically, that's a really good insight. Yeah, I might need to rethink about this. I might need to get rid of the MQ sensor just to save you, sir. I'm so sorry.
Because he was talking about the target audience. I'm thinking, well, if it's got an alcohol sensor, I may not want to buy this one.
I might need to change it for just to gas sensor, not the alcohol sensor. Then in that way, that might solve the problem. Any more questions? Yes, ma'am.
So I have two questions. One, I know you stated that it has speed detection in regards to accelerating and decelerating in regards to the crash. Does it also record the speed at the time of the accident?
Yes, it is continuously logging your speed into the one of the file in the memory card. So you can always go and track your whatever speed you are driving, how much you are accelerating or decelerating. So yeah.
And then my second question is, coming from a mom, of course, I was spying on my child, but is it a 360 view inside and outside of the vehicle? Because I mean, due to state laws here in the state of Texas, they're not allowed to have certain amount of people within the vehicle at the time of certain age restrictions. So to make sure that, you know, students or kids are keeping up with that, is it also watching what's going on within the vehicle?
So yes, it has two camera for now. Unfortunately, it does not have 360 view, but it has front and back view of the wherever it is attached. So yeah, it might record whoever is in the car also. Yes, sir.
Let's say I was to hit a pothole, it senses a lot of vibration or anything like that. It separates the videos from just a regular feed that it keeps recording into a separate file that'll like tell you in those events of vibration or a car accident. Does yours have those kind of features, or what kind of features?
Currently, my device just captures images, it does not capture videos. But in the future, I'm thinking to get it a continuous feed so that it starts capturing the videos. Also, some of the microcontroller restrictions, you cannot capture actual videos for a long time. It might get heat and some of those reasons. But in the future, I might need to upgrade the sensors so that it kept capture on a rolling basis. And yes, it does save the incident and separate the file into a different folder of an accident, of an event.
Can you tell us what kind of career you hope to go to in the future?
So for my career, I'm planning to do my bachelor, undergrad, and my master's in computer science, in machine learning and artificial intelligence. So you might see one day I will be working with big tech firm. That's one of my dreams. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Resistance based on the information provided, and we can change the information as well. In short period, I will give you a demonstration how does that gonna work. So the problems, why did I choose this? So